So what did we learn yesterday? Do you guys remember?
Fractions and mixed fractions.
Fraction, mixed fractions, and division of fractions.
Fractions, divisions.
And we also learned Kuchipudi, right? One dance form. No?
Yeah.
We learned
The dance.
We learned the dance. I don't know what dance form it was. There are so many dance forms, right? We have Bharatanatyam, we have Kuchipudi, we have Odissi, we have, what else we have? Kathakali, yep, Aditi.
We also have Kathakali.
Say that again, beta?
We also have Kathakali.
Kathakali, right.
Alright.
Yep. So there are so many dance forms. So we also learned one different dance form of maths, fraction dance form. Yeah. Like I've seen you guys doing floss, and some kids do what, chicken dance, right? So same way we learned the fraction dance. Okay.
I got a chicken egg.
Chicken egg. Okay. Very nice. So what are we going to learn today? What do we want to learn? Anything that we see this week we have focused on learning this week and last week we focused on learning fractions, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, right? And then we learned how to convert different forms of numbers into fractions, or how do we convert decimals to fractions or fractions to decimals. You guys all remember that? Yeah. So and then we learned the chicken egg thing, right? How do we convert fraction to a decimal? How the decimal comes to our rescue when we have too small a number, when we bring a chicken that keeps on laying one egg at a time. Yeah. Okay. So what are we going to learn today? I can start with my plan, but before I do that, I want to know if you guys have anything in your mind that you want to learn, or you want the teacher to decide. You want the teacher to decide? Jaganya, Aditi.
Could we do order of operations?
Order of operation, that is one option. Okay. Anybody wanting to do something else? Order of operation is fine. Order of operation is fine.
Simplification of fractions.
Simplification of fractions. Okay, that is another option. Okay.
Factorization.
Factorization is the same thing. Yes, Jaganya?
Can we try to learn how to add mixed numbers? Mixed fractions.
Mixed fractions. Okay. So here are a few things. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll do two sums each on the topics that you get asked for. Okay. So one was addition and subtraction of mixed numbers. That came from Yaganya. Aditi wanted to learn simplification of factors, right? Of fractions, and then, which is nothing but tic-tac-toe, and then Salni wanted to do factorization, which is same thing, tic-tac-toe, and then Kavyan wanted to order of operation. So let's focus on these four things one by one, okay? And I'll pick up simple topic first, do one sum, ask you guys to do one sum, then move on to the next one. That's what we'll do, okay? Yeah? So it's like tit for tat, okay? You guys are making me do something, I'll make you guys do something. Yeah? Yeah?
What if it took less of the time?
You can close your video and play games. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that in the class. Okay. So, but yeah, I mean, you can relax. See, when you take less time, what that means is that when other kids are taking time to solve it and you have already finished it, that gives you the extra time to do revision, review of what you have done, because that is what you will end up doing in every exam that you appear. Once you guys grow up, whenever you are able to do something very quickly, that means you are saving some extra time for yourself to do review, because we don't do things right all the time. Okay, we can go wrong. So
What if we were like very tired and we want to relax?
close your eyes, sleep. Okay, all right. So let's come back to serious stuff. So first thing wanted to do was addition and subtraction with mixed numbers. Let's do. I mean, I know Yaganya told that in the towards the end, but I just want to pick up that one as a first thing because that's simplest of what we have done yesterday. Let's say I have to add 3 1 by 3 plus 4 plus 3 by 9. So I have a situation like this. I have a mixed number, I have a simple number, a whole number, and I have a fraction. Like I said yesterday, remember this, fraction is my best friend. Meaning, when I am dealing with different types of numbers, or different forms of numbers, I'll go to fraction as my best friend. And I will convert everything into fraction first. If I have to convert a fraction to a fraction, I'm just wasting time. It is already a fraction. Let's not do that. I have a whole number. I can convert that to a fraction. That's very easy. So I can say this. I don't remember how to do it. I will do it later. Let me see what I can do first. 4 I can convert to I'll come to that. Let me go slow, one by one. Then I'll give you guys one sum to solve, and that will help you practice what we learned. Okay. So this is the mixed number. I did not touch that for the time being. I saw I have a whole number. I quickly converted that to a fraction. That was very easy. And the third one is anyway a fraction, so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah? Up to this much is clear? Easy? Easy peasy lemon squeezy? Yeah? Alright. Now comes the next step. Now let's see, this one is converted to fraction. This is done. This is done. Converted to fraction. Once everything is converted to fraction, then we know how to do it. Let's convert this also to fraction. Then we know the clock thing that we talked about yesterday. You start from here, go here, here, and here. So here to here multiply, here to here add, here to here divide. So 3 3 are 9 plus 1 10 divided by 3. So this becomes 10 by 3. So this thing became 10 by 3. 3 3 are 9 plus 1 10 divided by 3. And this is my second one, which is a fraction already. Third one is already a fraction. So I have got 3 fractions. Everything is like a fraction. It's easy now, right? I'm not adding apples with oranges. I have all oranges or all apples. Yeah? I can add them together. So now it has come to a point where I have 3 fractions, 10 by 3, 4 by 1 and 3 by 9. What do we do next? If you guys remember.
We simplify.
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I kind of pick up. I think I know.
Try recalling. I am going to be on mute for next 5 seconds. Let's see who recalls. If I have 3 fractions that I have to add, what is the next thing that we do? Let Jaganya, Kavyan and Aditya also say something. Let's see who remembers. What do we do next? Yes, Aditi.
The LCM.
LCM, spot on. Very nice. So once I have the fractions, everything in the fraction form, now I have to add them. And for adding and subtracting, the first thing we do is LCM of the denominators. What you were saying, Shalini, was more for multiplication. We simplify when we have multiplications only. Since we are talking about addition and subtraction, here we find out the LCM of the denominators. So I have this one, and this one. 3, 1 and 9 as 3 denominators. I have to find out the LCM for that. What will be my LCM? 1 is 1, smallest number. I don't want to test that. What is my next smallest number? 3. 3 1s are 3. 1 remains 1. 3 3s are 9. Now what is my smallest number apart from 1? That is 3. 1 remains 1, 1 remains 1, 3 1s are 3. Everything is 1 now here, meaning I have 3 and 3. So 3 3s are 9. That is my LCM. So I got the LCM as 9. 3 3s are 9. Now my LCM is 9. So I am solving it here also. Okay. So I am putting 9 as my LCM. Now pick the first number. How many times of 3 gives me 9? 3. So I'll put it inside the bracket. 3 multiplied by what I have in the numerator, 10 multiplied here. Then I have a plus sign, I'll put a plus. Pick up the next number. How many times of 1 gives me 9? That is 9. And what do I have in the numerator? 4. Multiply this. Then I go to the third one. How many times of 9 gives me 9? 1. So 1 multiplied by what do I have in the numerator? 3. This becomes 1 into 3. So if I put it here, 3 into 10 is 30, plus 9 into 4 is 36, plus 1 into 3 is 3, divided by 9. I got 30 plus 36 plus 3, so it becomes 69, divided by 9. So my answer is 69 by 9. Now I know that. Can I simplify this further? Probably I can stop here or I can simplify this also. So I know that it's 33 into, no, not 33. 23 into 3 gives me 69. And 9 I can write as 3 into 3. And all that I am doing because I want to play with this. I am just trying to get matching things in the numerator and denominator. So I got this and this tic-tac-toe. My answer is 23 by 3. So I can stop here, it's the same thing, or I can go up to here. It's a simplified answer, that's it. But if you look at the whole thing that we did, from beginning to end, whatever we had, we first looked at the question. That is where you read the question first. Now I would want to bore Kavyan by telling him my same story, Tran. Yeah? No, I'll not tell that. Okay. So here, first thing I did was I read the question. Okay. I have a mixed number, I have a whole number, and I have a fraction. Again, I keep on saying this, Tran, and you all know what it is, but my most important thing is read. I have to keep on reading this. Okay, so I'll read this question again. Even if it looks very simple, I'll read this. Okay, this is my question which says first number is a mixed number, then a whole number, then a fraction, and I have to add them all. If I read this 2-3 times, if I tell this to myself, question becomes much easier to me. Oh, I have a mixed number. Do I know what is a mixed number? Yes, I do. I can convert a mixed number into a fraction. Very nice. I always know fraction is my best friend. So when I am dealing with different types of numbers, I look out for my best friend, fractions. Meaning I convert everything into fraction. This is a fraction, nothing to convert. This is a number, whole number. I know how to convert to fraction just by putting by 1. And then this mixed number. So I put this here. Say, okay, fine, let me convert the whole number first into fraction. In the next step, I will convert this guy also. So in the next step, I converted this guy. Mixed number we convert 3 to the 9 plus 110 by 3. This multiply denominator with this plus this divided by this. Now I have all fractions. First thing, what we did? Found out the LCM of the denominators. My LCM is this. Now I pick one number. Look at the denominator. How many times of that is this? 3 times 3 is 9. So 3, I wrote 3. And multiply that with whatever I have in the numerator. 10. Then I have a plus sign. I wrote a plus. Then again another bracket. I'm just keeping them separate. By putting the bracket, I'm just trying to keep them separate so that it doesn't create any confusion. Okay? Then I looked at the second number. How many times of 1 gives me 9? 9. 9 1 is 9. So I wrote 9. And then what do I have in the numerator? 4. 9 to 4. Then I said, what is my sign? Plus sign. Plus. Look at this number. How many times of 9 gives me 9? 1. So 1 multiplied by numerator 3. And this simply added them. Done. So, only 2 things to keep in mind. When you are dealing with a sum like this, where you are dealing with different types of numbers, whole number, mixed number, fraction, decimal, whatnot. Decimal is your best friend. Convert everything to decimal first. Once you convert them to decimal, fraction is your best friend. Convert everything into fraction. And then you know how to do the addition or subtraction of fractions. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Okay. Okay. Now, I want you guys to solve one sum, and so that will give me a guarantee that okay, whatever I taught you guys, you are able to follow it. Okay. 2 1 by 4 plus 3 1 by 2. I want plus 2. So I want you guys to solve this one. 2 1 by 4 plus 3 1 by 2 plus 2. I want you guys to solve this and let me know. You guys have maybe 7 minutes to solve this one. Okay. And then we'll go to the next topic. So let me sit down and wait for you guys to finish it. I'll be back in a minute. You guys finish it off, okay? Okay. How much time do you guys need? 2 more minutes? Or more? Okay, let's see how long you're going to take. Okay, Yaganya is ready. Let's see. How much is your answer?
I got 13 over 4, sir.
13 over 4, okay.
Oh, 30.
Oh, 30 over 4,
Yeah.
okay. Let's see. I will take 2 more answers maybe. Let's see who solves next.
I got 18 over 4.
What is that? Say that again. 18 over 4. Is that the answer, Kavyan? How about you, Aditi?
I got 31 divided by 4.
31 divided by 4. Interesting. Let's see what Salni has to say. We'll probably give 1 more minute to Salni, okay? Yes, Salni. Anywhere close?
I'm just doing the answer.
Okay.
One thing, I'm just having one doubt.
Okay. What is that?
I'm like, I forgot what the thing. After you do the LCM, you put the thing. I forgot if it was multiplication or something else.
It's multiplication. So you You pick the number. Okay, so let's do it this way. Okay, since I have got 3 different answers, so I'm not able to trust any one of you. I'm myself confused right now. So I will also try solving it so that to see what it is. Okay. So let's look at it. So just guys, just follow me here. I am taking out all the numbers. Okay, all the answers, so that they don't get me biased. Okay. If I keep looking at the numbers, at the answers, I will start say, oh, maybe Kavyan, last 5 times when I gave him question, he did right, so Kavyan's answer might be right. Or maybe Yaganya has solved 2 questions right in last 5 days, so she might be right. So I might get confused. So I will not look at those numbers, and that's why I say I don't care about the answers. I do it myself. Let's do it. Now here, again same approach. Read the question. 2 1 by 4, 3 1 by 2 and 2. So we are talking about one mixed number, another mixed number and a whole number. So I have 2 varieties of number. Mixed numbers and whole number. And as I always say, fraction is my best friend. So let me call my best friend for having tea with me. So here's the thing. I'll convert everything into a fraction. Here, my easiest job is to convert into a fraction this one. I'll just put a by 1 and that becomes a fraction. So let me do the easy things first. Always when you are solving a sum, right, when you are in the exam, always try doing the easy things first. Because once you solve the easy thing, you'll be able to save some time. Okay? Now, so easy thing was converting this to fraction. I did that. Now we have these 2 mixed numbers and we want to convert them to fraction. Let's do it one by one. This one, 2 4s are 8 plus 1 9 divided by 4. So it's 9 divided by 4 plus. So again, if I'm not sure, 4 2s are 8 plus 1 9 divided by 4. 9 divided by 4. Okay, looks good. Then I pick up the next one. 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7 divided by 2. 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7 divided by 2. See, I'm not taking much time. Even if I say it 3 more times, I'm just making sure that I don't go wrong. 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7 divided by 2. 7 divided by 2. Even if I read it 2 more times, 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7 divided by 2. 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7 divided by 2. 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7 divided by 2. I'm only taking few extra seconds. But I'm promising myself that I'm not going wrong. Yeah? So I got this. And this one is anyways in a fraction, so okay. Now I got 3 fractions. And since we know how to solve it, I will do the same thing. 4, 2 and 1. I have to find out the LCM for them. 4, 2 and 1. They are my denominators. So 1 is anyways done, don't worry. Next smallest number is 2. So 1 is anyways there, 2 1 are 2. 4 comes in the table of 2, so 2 2 are 4. Next smallest number is 2. So 1, 1, 2 1 are 2. So I got my LCM 2 and 2 because this is all 1 now. So my LCM is 2 into 2, that is equal to 4. So we got the LCM as 4. And why I'm doing this because so that you guys can also review what you did, and if your answer is different from what I'm going to get, that means there was something that was not done right. And I'm writing every step, I'm not assuming anything. So that way, if I have to go back and review, if you guys challenge me saying, no sir, your answer was wrong, I would say, okay, let me check again one more time. I did this, then I did this, then I'm doing this. So that is why it's very important to note down the step like a story, step by step. This is what I did, then this is what I did, then this is what I did. So that you have the complete flow of the story and you can review it and you can fix it if needed. Now, got the LCM here. Look at the first number. How many times of 4 gives me 4? 1. So I'll put 1 in a bracket and then multiply that with the numerator. My numerator is 9. Okay. Then what is the next sign? Plus. I'll write a plus. Then start another bracket. Pick the second number. How many times of 2 gives me 4? 2. And then multiply that by my numerator, 7. Then I have a plus sign. Pick the third number. How many times of 1 gives me 4? 4. What do I have in the numerator? 2. I'll write 2. So here 1 into 9 is 9. plus 2 into 7 is 14, plus 4 into 2 is 8, divide by 4. So it becomes 14 plus 9, that is 23, plus 8, 31, divide by 4. Who got this answer right? I know there was one child who got it right. Yes, that was Aditi, right? Yeah, I remember that. So again, I'm not saying who got it right or who got it wrong. What I'm saying is, at least I am confident that whatever Aditi did, she would have followed the same steps. And I'm pretty sure everybody else also followed the same steps. Maybe some of the calculation we overlooked. Something we overlooked. Can you guys review what you did and tell me what went wrong in your case? Just check. Just do a review. If you are able to do review. Let's say if Yaganya says, no sir, you are doing it wrong, I will be able to check. Okay, this was my question. This is what I did. Then this is what I did. Then this is what I did. No, it looks fine. Yeah, Yaganya, you're saying something.
I didn't check properly while fixing the mixed fraction into a fraction.
Oh, okay. So see, again, I am not, for me, each one of my students, each one of you are very important, very close to my heart, okay? Everybody is like my own child. Now, so I don't take pride in saying that, oh, you went wrong. No, that is not the purpose of this class. I want you guys to become better than me when it comes to maths. Now, how will that happen? We can fix a problem only if we know what the problem is. And that is why I keep asking you guys to review and tell me what went wrong. When you figure out by yourself, okay, where did you go wrong? So now like Yaganya said, that okay, when I was converting the mixed numbers to fractions, this is where I overlooked something and that is where my number was a little different. I am pretty sure Yaganya did everything the same way like I did. Maybe something she overlooked somewhere. Now, next time when Yaganya gets a question like this, she would recall that, okay, I had gone wrong in this place, let me be a little extra careful. That is our goal. I want each one of us to know about ourselves. Where do I go wrong? And I'll be extra careful at that particular stage so that nobody else gets to know where I go wrong. Yeah? Okay? So, never ever try hiding anything from me or from anybody when it comes to learning something. When you're learning something, it's okay to say I did not do it right. That's fine. I have never solved all the problems right. I have gone wrong so many times. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah? So, each one of my child, each one of my student, each one of you, it's perfectly fine to make mistakes. I want you guys to make mistakes. And then find out where you made the mistake so that you become a better mathematician when you grow up. Okay? Alright? Everybody's fine? Nobody's feeling bad? Nobody? Okay, good. Alright. So, this was the first thing that Yaganya wanted to do. Now, second thing was simplifying fractions or factorization. So, that came from Aditi and Salini both. So, let's do that. That's more of a playful thing which we will do right now. Simplification of fractions or factorization. Okay? Let's look at 44 divided by 18 or 22 divided by 9. Which one looks easier, cuter, nicer to deal with? Which one you like more? Yeah, Aditi.
22 divided by 9.
Yes. Everything small is nice, adorable, right? Like you guys. I'm not as adorable as you guys anymore. Yeah? Anything that is small is adorable. That's what we mean by simplifying it. Yeah? Now, just by looking at this one, 44 by 18, you guys have not memorized the table of 18. Here we are trying to divide 44 by 18. That's not going to be fun. Okay? But everybody knows the table of 9. If you are trying to divide 22 by 9, That'll be much easier, right? Because everybody knows the table of 9. Yeah? In this group. So, that is why, before I try solving it for you guys, I want you guys to understand and believe why are we doing this exercise in the first place. If we know that factorization or simplification is going to make our life easier, then nobody has to explain further. It's as simple as I'm doing it for myself because I love dealing with simple problems. Correct? Yeah. Okay. Now let's try doing it. So, how 44 by 18 becomes 22 by 9? It becomes because of tic-tac-toe that we have learned. Yeah. Now look at this. 44 by 18. How can I break this? And you don't have to be accurate all the time. Or you don't have to be accurate in the first go. You have 44 by 18. Can I write 44 in a different way? Everybody in this class knows 11 times 4 is 44. Don't you? Everybody knows, right? Because that's simple. 11 into 4, 44. Yeah?
Yeah.
Everybody knows 18 can be written as 9 times 2 or 6 times 3. Yeah? Whatever you like, just write it. Let's say 6 times 3. Okay? Now here, there's nothing that we are going to do. Here I have 11, here I have 4, here I have 6, here I have 3. I'm not able to split this further. I'm not able to do any tic-tac-toe. My fun is gone. But I don't give up. We will not give up till there's a reason to give up. Because now we see something interesting here. 3 is a prime number. We cannot break it further. That's okay, leave it. 11 is also a prime number. You cannot break it. There's only one way you can write 11. That is 11 times 1. That's it. You cannot break it. But 6 you can break. 4 also you can break. So let's break. We did not break in the first go. Let's break it now. So I'll say 11 I could not break, but 4 I can break as 2 into 2. Yeah? Then I have 6 which I can break, which I can write as 3 into 2. And then I have a 3. Now I have an opportunity here. See, this 2 and this 2 I can knock off. Tic-tac-toe. What do I have now? 11 into 2, 3 into 3. 2 and 3 I cannot change anything. Those are enemies. They will not be, there will be no possible ways to kind of break them apart or find something common. Same is the case with 11 also. 11 and 3 also. It's not, we cannot break it. These are all prime numbers. You cannot break them actually. Okay? When you say prime number, that means those are the numbers that can only be divided by 1 or by itself. There is no other number. Yeah? Like if you see 7 is a prime number. 4 is not a prime number because you can divide 4 by 1, 2 and 4. 7 you can divide by only 1 or by 7. No third option. Yeah? And we'll probably come talk about the number types also sometime. Kavyan has gone through it before, but for you guys we'll talk about the different types of numbers also in the coming classes. But here, what did we do? We found out the smallest breakdown. So here what I want to tell you guys is, when you're trying to simplify this or trying to do tic-tac-toe, you don't have to be too worried about being right in the first go. We found that our answer was 12 by 9. Okay, 44 by 18 was 22 by 9. But here we are not getting that. That's fine. As long as your breakdown is fine. 44 I can write as 11 to 4. This is perfect. There is nothing wrong. 6 into 3. 18 is equal to 6 into 3. This is also fine. There is nothing wrong here. Though we are not able to do tic-tac-toe. That's fine. Still okay. You have not made any mistakes so far. If there is an opportunity, you will find that opportunity. Since you have broken down, now you can see 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Let's break it down. 4 can be written as 2 into 2. Let's break it down. Now you knock off the common ones. Tic tac toe, you're good. Yeah. So what I was saying was, when you try breaking it, break it without worrying about whether that breakdown is correct or not. Because if you break some and you're not able to do tic tac toe, and if your calculation is not wrong, you will find out if there is a possibility of breaking it further. You can break it later on. Yes, Kavya.
Could you do 22 times 2?
Yeah, 44. Yeah. I mean, see, again, that's what I'm saying. You could do 22 times 2, you could do 11 times 4, up to you guys, okay? I'm saying it's perfectly fine. You can do 22 times 2 or you can do 11 times 4. Ultimately, when you break it further, you will get what you're looking for. So, even if you don't do it matching with the answer that you're looking for, you have an opportunity to do it in the second step or third step. Okay? Meaning, if you have A, you can write this as 4 into 2 first, and then in the next step you'll say, okay, 4, I will break it 2 into 2 into 2. So you always have the option of writing 8 as 2 into 2 into 2 in the first go itself, or you can write 8 as 4 into 2 first, and then you'll realize, oh, okay, I can break it down. So you'll break it down. Okay? Everybody with me? Okay. Now, so this is what is simplification. Here, now once you have done everything and you see that there is no further option for simplifying it. Now you will see what is in the numerator. 11 to 2. 11 to 2 becomes 22. And here denominator you have 3 into 3. That is 9. Done. That's okay. And here the best part about the simplification is it is up to you how simplified you want to make it. Let's say if I have 16 divided by 64, okay? I will say 16 is 4 times 4, 64 is 8 times 8, okay? Fine. Or I'll say 64 is 16 times 4, 64, so 4 and 4 is gone. I can stop here and say my answer is 4 by 16. I can say 4 by 16 is my answer. And this is perfectly fine, there's nothing wrong with that. Or I can say, okay, I can simplify this further. I can write this as 4 into 1 divided by 4 into 4. So 1 4 gone, this is 1 by 4. So be it 4 by 16 or be it 1 by 4, both are the same value. Just that this is little more simplified, this is less simplified. That's it. But nobody can say this is wrong answer. Okay? Yeah? Everybody with me so far? So simplification is fun. Simplification or factorization is fun. It's just about the tables that you guys are learning or you will keep on learning for some more time. If somebody says, okay, so Kavya, what I'm thinking is we'll do the order of operation in the next class maybe. Today I want to teach you guys some trick, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So now, let's say, I have to divide 225 divided by 65. Who in this class knows the table of 65? Nobody. Nobody.
I do.
You know the table of 65?
No, I don't know like that, but I do know how to multiply it.
You know how to multiply it, but what I'm saying is, do we really want to do that? No. We are talking about simplification. Simplification has to simplify things. We don't have to get it complicated, okay? So, here are some of the tricks. If you have to divide something by 5, you will look at the last digits. If the last digit is 5 or 0, that means that can be divided by 5. If you are talking about 10, what is the last digit? 0. It can be divided by 5. If I am talking about 15, what is the last digit? 5. It can be divided by 5. If I am talking about 25, what is the last digit? 5. My only condition is if last digit is 0 or 5, it can be divided by 5. Last digit is 5. It can be divided by 5. Okay? So this is the trick. So if you see a number like 125, you only look at the unit place. If it is 0 or 5. If it is 0 or 5, you can divide by 5. Very simple. Okay. That becomes your formula. Now, here, when you look at this number, try to simplify this. You will simplify 225 by 65. In maybe few weeks or few months from now, you guys will remember the table of 13. And that will make 65 as 13 5 is 65. Okay? So this will become easy. Now 225. So this one you will have no other choice but to divide. You already know that it can be divided by 5. But how much? You don't know. You don't have a choice but to divide. So let's divide by 5. 5 4 is 20. 2 remaining. And 5 comes down. 5 5 is 25. Done. So my answer is 45. So I can write 225 as 45 multiplied by 5. Okay? So this trick, without doing the calculation, if you have to find out that if some number can be divided by something or not, there are few numbers for which you can figure it out. It is for 2, 3, 9, 5 and 10. These are the numbers that you can find out whether something can be divided by these numbers or not just by looking at the numbers. Okay? I will tell you guys the trick. Right now we are looking at number 5. And the only way you can find out if something can be divided by 5 or not is by looking at the unit place. If the unit place is 0 or 5, it can be divided by 5. If it is not, if you are talking about 17 and divided by 5, you can be sure that it cannot be divided because the unit place doesn't have 0 or 5. Very simple. You don't have to do calculation. You don't have to recall your table. If by unit place is 0 or 5, then only it can be divided by 5. Otherwise, no. Okay? So you cannot factorize 17 as something into 5. Okay? So that's what I was saying. So this is one of the tricks. Now, here, in this case, since you, by seeing the number, you could figure out that, okay, this can be divided by 5 and this also can be divided by 5. So I can take 5 out from both of them. And that's why we factorize this. 65 is 13 into 5. 225 we divided and found it out. And now we have this scenario where we can do tic-tac-toe. So my answer becomes 45 by 13. So this is a simplification we were talking about for one scenario. Is this okay so far? Dividing by 5? Okay. Now, if I give you guys a number, let's say 2040 divided by 18. You don't know the table of 18, you don't have to worry about it. But what do you see here? This is an even number. This is also an even number. Why so? Because the unit place is, for even number, the unit place is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah? 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Those are the numbers which are even numbers. You guys know what is even and odd, right? Everybody knows? Aditi, Salini, everybody? Even and odd numbers? Okay. So just by seeing the number, you can figure out whether it's an even number or odd number. Now if you see, this is even number, 18 is even because unit place is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Here also you see unit place is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. One of the 5, right? So this is even, this is even. So you know for sure that I can break it into something into 2 here and something into 2 here. Denominator also. By seeing 18, you know that okay, it's 9 2s are 18. So this part is taken care. Now this one. Here you don't have a choice, but you have to divide. You will say, okay, this I can divide faster, so I will say it's 1 1 2 0. Now I have a situation where this 2 and this 2 I can do tic-tac-toe. So 2240 became a smaller, a cuter number, which is 1120 by 9. Smaller than before. This is the most simplified form. Can we further simplify it? We can check, and that is when we will learn the next trick. Can any number be divided by 9 or a 3? There is only one trick. For 3 and 9, Does anybody know here how you can find out if any number can be divided by 3 or 9 or not? Without dividing it. Okay, very simple. It's very simple, okay? If you have any number, and it's the same formula, okay? So for 3 and 9, the same formula. Like for 5, you looked at the unit place, and if it's 0 or 5, you could determine that, okay, it can be divided by 5 or not, okay? If it's 0 or 5, it can be divided. If it's not, it cannot be divided. That was for 5. Similarly, for 2, you said, okay, fine. If my unit place is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, that means it's an even number, it can be divided by 2. That part, we saw that, right? Now we are talking about 3 and 9. Let's say if I tell you 4, 3, 9, 5, 6, 2, 7, 3, 5. Can it be divided by 3? You guys will say, okay, fine, let me divide and tell you. That might take 15 minutes. If I add 5 more digits or 2 more digits, it might take 10 minutes more. Yeah? I can do this in 1 minute and tell you whether it can be divided by 3 or not. So what I will do, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 9, 16 plus 5, 21 plus 6, 27 plus 2, 29 plus 7, 36 plus 3, 39 plus 5, 44 plus 5, 49 plus 2, 51. Yes, it can be divided. What did I do? I just added all these numbers, and when I added them, I got a 51, and I just divided that by 3. It gave me 17. 17 3s are 51. So if sum of all the numbers can be divided by 3, then this number can be divided by 3 also. Same thing applies for 9. If sum of all the numbers can be divided by 9, then this number can be divided by 9. So here 51 divided by 3 is 17. So yes, I can say this can be divided by 3. Can it be divided by 9? I will say no, because in the table of 9, 9 5s are 45, 9 6 are 54. 51 doesn't come. If 51 cannot be divided by 9, this whole number cannot be divided by 9. So what is the trick? The trick is for any number to be divisible by 3 or by 9, only thing you have to check is sum all the numbers. So now let's take one example. Sum all the numbers and try dividing by 3. If it gets divided by 3, the whole number will be divided by 3, divisible by 3. If you have to find out if something can be divided by 9 or not, sum all the numbers and try dividing that by 9. And if the sum of the numbers can be divided by 9, then the actual number can be divided by 9 as well. So now let's take one example. 5, 1, 3. Can it be divided by 3? What will you guys do? Yes, Chikanya, what will you do? Tell me.
You're gonna add 5 plus 1 and 1 plus 3, and then it's gonna be 9, and 9 is divisible of 3.
9 is divisible by 3, so that means this number will be divisible by 3. Now the same question to you guys. Can it be divisible? Is it divisible by 9 also? Yeah, go ahead, tell me. Yeah, repeat. Is it divisible by 9?
Maybe no.
Why so? Okay, try recalling what I said. I know you cannot rewind the video of what I said just now. That video is not uploaded yet. But here, what I said was, for number 3 and number 9, okay, same formula. What you will do, sum all the numbers and find out the sum of numbers, and if that number is divisible by 3 or by 9, that will be divisible by 3 or 9. Okay. So now 513, what Chaitanya did, he said, okay, 513, this is my number, 513. I was asking whether it is divisible by 3 or not. What Chaitanya did, he said, okay, 513, this is my number, so 5 plus 1 6 plus 3 9. So 9 is divisible by 3. So yes, 513 can be divided by 3. I was asking, Okay, is it divisible by 9 also? Because 9 also uses the same formula. The answer is yes. As Aganya is raising thumbs up saying. Because sum is 5 plus 1 6 plus 3 9. So if the sum is 9, if the sum is divisible by 9, this number is divisible by 9. And this only holds true for Siddharth. So Siddharth, I'm still in the previous class, maybe few more minutes. How much time we have in this class? We still have 4 more minutes, okay? So we'll wrap up this class and then we'll start for you guys, okay? Oops. Somersault. Alright. So coming back to this one. So for 3 and 9, this thing applies, meaning what you do, you sum all the numbers in the actual number, and if the sum of the numbers is divisible by 3, then this number is divisible by 3. If sum of all the numbers is divisible by 9, then this is divisible by 9. And this trick is only works for 3 and 9. Don't apply this trick for 4 or 5 or other numbers, okay? 5 has its own trick. You only look at the unit place. If it's 0 or 5, it is divisible by 5. For 2, you know, there's only one trick which says, okay, if it's you will look at the unit place. And if at the unit place you see 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, meaning if it's an even number, then it will be divisible by 2. Okay? So we learned how to deal with mixed numbers, how to deal with fraction, addition of fractions, converting mixed number to fractions, how to deal with adding, subtracting different types of numbers, mixed numbers, fractions and whole numbers. Then we learned simplification of fractions, and then we learned also, actually, so just give me 2 more minutes, I'm wrapping up this class for the junior kids, okay? So, and then we learned some of the basic tricks for finding out divisibility by 2, by 5, by 3, by 9, okay? So these are the things that we learned. Now, divisibility by 4 is another thing that we can learn in the next class, and we'll also learn other things like order of operations, which Kavya was asking for in the next class, okay? But weekend is almost over, because the summer break is not, but still you have few more hours left for the Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your evening and wait for the assignment. I'll upload the video of the class in a little bit and then send you the assignment by Monday or by Tuesday, okay? So all the kids from level 1, Salni, Kavyan, Yaganya and Aditi, you guys can drop off and we will have the next class starting